wanted to talk a little bit about real. Do I want to start with that first, or do I want to start with? I think I'll start with Real Housewives real quick. I just want to, there's been a lot of ruckus going on. We don't know when this is actually gonna. They're gonna. If there was rumor that they were gonna start recording Real Housewives of Atlanta in May. But because Simon keeps sending uh, legal docs to court requesting all this information from Bravo regarding what information they have regarding what they were going to be recording pertaining to his life. And so basically Bravo's spending all this money in legal fees trying to fight this battle pertaining to him and Portia, and they're not happy about it. So Portia's peach is allegedly in danger, like big time. And so all the folks that they had signed on to be peach holders are now backing out. um and Kenya, she had opened up her little hair care thing, her little hair care boutique, and then it's like now it's shut back down again, I believe. And now Kenya's in Dubai. Uh, she's out in Dubai with the other housewives of Dubai. I don't even know what she's doing out there. I guess she's gonna film with them because she can't film with Atlanta because ain't nothing going on in Atlanta, child. So she's like, let me make some scratch somewhere else, child, because I can't film in Atlanta. What am I going to do? Mm. What am I going to do? So, mm. So now Kenya's in Dubai. Phaedra's still filming with Married to Madison. That they've already started filming, which is kind of interesting because I love Phaedra. I want Phaedra to go back to Housewives of Atlanta. But if y'all catch that tea in that last when they did they did the last what was it called, the reunion, the Married to Madison reunion. At the very end, I found it very interesting. Something that Phaedra said when she was sitting there talking, and Apollo was sitting behind her. She brought Apollo to the reunion, the very final episode, and she was saying how she felt the group was so much more authentic and tight knit, and they were a better friend group. And she felt that her marriage would have had a better chance of surviving if they had been on Married to Madison rather than Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, when she said that, who said that? When she said that, I was kind of surprised because there was this moment of vulnerability where you could tell she was still kind of heartbroken about the fact that her marriage failed, and that, she really had love for this man. And it almost felt like there was a moment of regret about losing that marriage. That's just my take. That's what I got from it. And Apollo was even surprised. He even said, I didn't even know that was an option. Like, I didn't even know us reconciling or fixing our marriage was an option, because Apollo always felt that Phaedra had wanted nothing to do with him anymore. Like, in one of the scenes right before he went off to jail in Real Housewives of Atlanta, when they were in the parking lot in front of their house arguing, he said, you always leave me. You always leave me. He said that to her. So he always had this, like, and considering his behavior, if someone did leave him, who could blame him? But, yeah, he was just really shocked. So it was just this moment where it was like, in my Delulu land mind, it was like, maybe they can fix this thing and go back to Atlanta. But I don't really think Phaedra wants to go back to Atlanta, even though I know she'd be willing to go back if the price was right. She really enjoys being on Married to Medicine. She really does. She loves it. Every time she speaks about Married to Medicine, she talks about the friend group and how real it is and how authentic it is and how they are really friends and how they protect each other and how they're really good to each other. And she says it's just so different. She's always comparing it to RHOA. So she really enjoys being on that show. There's an article from the Neighborhood Talk that came out a few months back, actually, where it says Phaedra says there's been some discussion actually about her returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was right before she started filming again this season on Married to Medicine. And Phaedra was asked if they were to reboot the Real Housewives of Atlanta, would she want to go back? And would she go? And she said that's the discussion that's on the table right now, actually. So just within the last 8 weeks, they've been talking to Phaedra about coming back, especially with the debacle that's been going on with Portia and, you know, just all the mess that's going on with Simon and him not allowing her to film at his house, you know, just basically stalling the process because Portia was the headliner. So now they're trying to pull in some of, you know, the OGs because these are fan favorites. Phaedra is a fan favorite. Nene is a fan favorite. Kim Zolciak is a fan favorite. And people are asking for these people to come back, and all these people have drama going on. Well, Portia, not Portia. Phaedra doesn't have drama, but people want to see the dynamic between Phaedra and Apollo now that he's come home from jail. And they want to see the dynamic between Phaedra, Apollo, and his new wife. They want to see it. They want to see the interactions, especially now that Apollo just got caught again cheating on the new wife. I should laugh. But that old simple girl, she deserved it because she knew what she was getting. I don't know why. Why do we do this? But okay, I ain't gonna go down that road again. But he got caught again cheating on a freaking ring cam, child. A ring cam of all things, child. The Noive. And even had a ring cam on in the living room while they was Netflix and chilling. Good God. So yeah, we would love to see that dynamic, and we would love to see what's going to play out, what's going to happen, or what is happening with Apollo and his new wife, and how they're dealing with this whole cheatation, as our beloved Wendy Williams would call it. Because I've been hearing rumblings that there's trouble in paradise, obviously. So, yeah, we want Phaedra back on. What, little buddy? Oh, y'all want to meet my homegirl? Say hi. Say hi to everybody. I brought her home from Sosúa, Dominican Republic 10 years ago. My little homie. I know. Her name's Pepper. You love your mama? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. I love you. I love you. Your mommy's good girl. Your mommy gotta work. You're my good Tinker Winker. You just want some love. Okay, I'm almost done, okay? Okay. Kiss. All right. Okay. So, yeah, we want to see that drama. Who else do we want to see drama? Kim Zolciak is going through crazy nonsense with Cletus. What's his name? I don't know. Her husband got a country name. She going through crazy nonsense with him. The divorce, the house, constantly calling the police. We want to see that, you know. Croy, that's it. I called him Cletus. Child, whatever. Yes, we want to see that. So And we want to see Nene. You know, we want to see. I just want to see Nene Pierce. She gonna keep it popping on the show. She was the glue that kept things together. You know, you can't pluck a star out of the sky and expect everything to continue to shine. You just can't. And I know they keep saying, oh, there's not one person that is the key to the show. You know, we're all stars on the show. True. But there's always going to be a show. There's always going to be a showstopper. There's always going to be that one person, the nucleus of the show. It's just like having a diamond ring with clusters. If you pluck out the middle diamond of that ring and just leave the clusters, that ring is just not going to be as valuable anymore. And what we're seeing is the downfall of Real Housewives of Atlanta, because ever since they took Nene out of the mix, that whole thing has been, that whole house of cards has been falling down slowly but surely. And you know, all the key people surrounding Nene started, you know, getting plucked off the show. It just got worse and worse. You know, Phaedra left, Kim left. It just got worse and worse, and there was nothing they could do to save it. And there's not going to be anything they can do to save it until they bring those main characters back, until they get over their issues with Nene and bring her back. I know she can be problematic sometimes. She can be a little hard to deal with. She can be a little high maintenance, but most superstars are. Okay? Most superstars are high maintenance. It is what it is. Okay? That's why they bring in the big bucks. So it's a give and take. You know, you gotta accept what comes with it. So basically, in this article with the neighborhood talk, she said that there are discussions on the table right now. This is Phaedra talking. Obviously, what has to happen is something to rejuvenate the cast. We saw that with New York. People are loving that new cast with Real Housewives of New York, and we've seen it with Miami as well, going on hiatus and then coming back. I think Atlanta has the chance to rebuild the stellar reputation it had when I was a part of it. This is Phaedra still talking. Because it was the Titanic and it sunk. But then she says, pull them back up. Never say never. There's been some discussion about me returning. We'll see. So let's keep our fingers crossed, y'all. Whether maybe she'll come back as a friend, since she's already started filming with Married to Medicine. The only other capacity I can see Phaedra returning is if she comes back as a friend for now. And then maybe the following season 17, she'll come back full time. So, you know, that's where things stand right now. It's all over the place. Rumor has it that they're on hiatus again. They don't know when they're going to start filming, because the House of Cards are just falling apart. Mainly it's because of what's happening with Portia's situation, and that Portia is actually in jeopardy of losing her peach. I feel like the only thing that's going to save Portia's peach is if they bring Phelan on and dust up some drama between Phelan. Phelan has even been quoted in interviews saying that if she saw Portia face to face, that she would actually, quote unquote, well, not quote unquote, I don't know if she said this word exactly, but it had something to do with fighting. She said she'd whip her ass, basically. She's angry with Portia, but she really doesn't have any, she doesn't have any right to be angry with Portia, because she was cheating on Simon with the pool boy. But again, you know, she's saying that Portia and Simon were messing around like almost a year before camera started rolling during that time that she came on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So that's interesting, considering the accounts we previously heard where Portia states that she started dating Simon after he and Phelan had broke up, whereas Phelan is saying the opposite, that they had been dating long before then, before the cameras ever started rolling, and that she pretended she didn't know who he was when they had that pool scene at Phelan's house on Real Housewives. So that is messy boots, child. And that's why Phelan need to have her ass back on Housewives, okay? Bring Phelan back for shizzle. So yeah, y'all need to fix that. Bring all them people back, including Phelan. Up next.